Hi everyone, for today's review we'll be looking at the AC Toys knockoff from Revoltech Age of Ultron figure. It's just standard packaging. I bought this figure from AliExpress and it was for like around $25. So I'll say let me buy it and review it. I seen some really cool pictures about it, but I don't know about the quality, so let's take the figure out of the packaging. So the figure does come with two blisters. One is pretty much a stand and some additional hands, so two pairs of extra hands. And then here's the figure. Let me see if these feet are magnetic or what. I don't know what may be extra about them. They're just regular feet, so I don't know what may be the difference on them, to be honest with you. Some blast effects, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And before I forget, here's how the figure scales with Marvel Legends. I don't know if he's supposed to be a little bit bigger. I think the build-up figure from the MCU wave from Marvel Legends was a little bit bigger, but I think this figure beats it in how much range of motion you can get in the articulation. But now the question is, what is the quality of the figure, especially being a knockoff? And the first thing that I notice is the quality of the silver paint. It's not as shiny or as chrome looking as the figure packaging made it out to be. So I don't know how it looks on the original figure, but that's a little bit of a letdown. But I can understand that this is a $25 knockoff, so I doubt that they're gonna use the best paint available. But at least it's a painted figure, so it is actual silver that you're looking at, so that's great. But as you can see right away, some joints are a bit loose, so especially like around the neck. So look at that. But yeah, other than that, if you're familiar with the Revoltech figures, yeah, they have crazy points of articulation, so you can get some dynamic poses in there. But yeah, you may need to use some of what is a floor polish that I keep reading about, that it helps with the joints. It's able to hold down some poses. So especially if you're great at photography, this is gonna be a great figure for that. So really dynamic poses that you can do with this figure. And I think it's pretty much just a KO of a straight KO of the official figure. I didn't notice any new additions to that figure or anything like that. So let me know if I'm wrong. Well, here's a closer look at the figure, the sculpting, everything. Yeah, I wish it would have been a little bit taller. They would have upscaled the figure. But yeah, I think this figure just is gonna shine on, if you know how to take pictures or want to try out your painting skills. So it's a hit or miss. Maybe some versions have better quality on the joints than mine. So yeah, you're gonna get loose hips and a loose neck joint. So just be aware of that. And it's expected from this type of figures. I just wanted to see if what was the quality on AC Toys. I heard that they were like they were connected to CT Toys, but yeah, I'm not really impressed with this figure. But for the price point of a Marvel Legend, or especially now the Marvel Legends are gonna be now like $30 for a standard figure and all the accessories that this figure comes with, especially if you don't have a stand. I highly recommend getting this figure. Then, especially if you don't have an Ultron figure, it is worth the $25 or Sometimes AliExpress has like coupons if you buy some figures, so you can even get it cheaper than that. And I wasn't gonna try any of the accessories, but let me try to at least switching off the hands and see how well they hold off. So this is an open hand to use one of the effects. So it connects pretty well. Just gotta play around with it, get the right pose. It's hard to do holding a figure in camera. And also one thing that I noticed is like the hip, this hip joint, or part of the hip design, it disconnects, as you can see, so just be aware of that. Sometimes too, like the stomach, the mid section, the diaphragm disconnects too as well, so the diaphragm may pop up, so you need to push it in if you want to get a pose like this. So just be aware of that. And then the other hand is the closed fist hand. So just be careful with these joints too, especially like the wrist joints. They may break. That's really common on KO figures, so just be careful when you're switching hands. But yeah, they hold pretty well so far, so it didn't break, so I guess that's a plus. So let me know what you think of this figure. Did you get it? Are you planning on getting it? Let me know your thoughts. And once again, I do appreciate you watching this video. Please give it a like or share. I will appreciate that.